What's up, everybody? It's Tyler. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're out at the creek. We're going wet wading and we're fishing some waters I've actually never fished before. So let's get started.
Look at that fish. Jesus, bro. Holy Jesus! I just got obliterated. There he is. Got him. Got him. That's the one I wanted. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I didn't even. Holy Jesus. There's a fish. There's a nice fish.
All right, you guys. Real short intro. We got our small lures with us. We got ultralight kit. We got some water. We got some good shoes on, and I get ready to go fishing. So let's go hit some water and let's go fish. All right, so it's real easy. We're just gonna work across the bridge. I'm gonna get y'all a quick look at the water system we're fishing today. And we'll take our first look at it, see how it's looking. Looking a little slow, but I've already seen some fish down in there, which is a good sign. So we're actually gonna be working that direction a bit. We're gonna be working off to the right. We just need to find our way in now is going to be the big part. So we need to go find an entrance to the creek in this area. And there's one down to the left, but I don't wanna have to trounce that quarter-mile back almost through the water. So right now it's just about going to find our way in. This little guy right here. Little guy. Hello, buddy. Look at him. This little guy right here. This little froggy friend. All right, let's put him back. There you go, buddy. You can go back and be on your way. All right, you guys, we found a little trail here. I'm not quite sure where it goes. It smells like deer back here. Funny enough, you can smell the musk from some deer. So we're gonna see where this takes us. It's headed in the right direction, I know that. So we'll see where we go with this. Here we go, guys. Our gamble paid off on if we would have a way in, and we do. Look at this. Look at this. This is beautiful right here. Oh yeah, bro, this is pristine. Beautiful clear water. Oh yeah. I think we're gonna start right here and throw along some of these deep channels. We got ultralight on, Samurai X2, 6-pound mono. We have a small Blue Fox, number 1 sized inline spinner in the blue and black color. So I'm gonna throw a couple along here. You can pull one out real quick, and then we're gonna start wet wading, I think. Seen some little fish in there already, which is a good sign. There's these little guys, and there's gonna be plenty. Yeah, I'm getting plenty trailing this already. Tons of little bait fish are just trailing this thing. It's just now it's finding the non-bait fish to trail it. Get the bass and the rock bass and even some larger bluegill would be good. Actually, I think we're about ready to hop in. 'Cause it is toasty hot out today. It is like 96 or 97. It is a absolute scorching day today. So we're gonna just go ahead and hop in, see how this water feels for everyone. Hopefully it feels real nice. Let's see. Oh yeah, man, that water feels so good. Wow, that water feels nice right here. That feels incredible, guys. Throw a couple along here. See if there's anything just right here. You never know what's hiding down in some of these shadows, guys. There could be a real nice fish hiding in here. So, all right. So as always, our plan, we're starting here. We're gonna work upriver or up creek. We're gonna work against the current, obviously, not startle. There's a nice fish right there. These fish just blend in, so you don't want to startle them. Work nice and slow. Probably gonna actually get out and get up past these rapids, and I'll check back in with you guys. Yeah, I do have some nice rapids through here. We're gonna work just up and through. As always with these, we're going slow, we're watching our step. There's not typically any fish sitting in water this fast. We're typically setting up here on the front side of it, catching stuff as it comes downstream. So we're probably gonna go stand just in the edge of the rapids and throw and work it back down into the front. That is going to be our plan to start. Oh, there's over there is nice. There's something nice sitting right over here in front of me. I don't see it. I don't see it.
are those little fucking... I won't go for it there. They're biting me. That's something. Got one. Got a little guy on. That's funny. Bro, y'all, look at this fish I just caught on here, bro. That's insane. That's so funny, bro. That's what I just caught. I mean, that is a little guy. That is a little... I don't even know. Is that a little rock bass, probably? That's probably just a real tiny rock bass. Uh-oh. Before he bleeds out and dies, because he's kind of gill hooked. Try and get him back. There he goes. He's back in, but we just got fish number 1 on. So real little tiny, looked like a rock bass. So I will take fish number uno already. That's funny. There's a couple guys right here that look real nice. Couple, I don't know what these are in here, but they look, I always see them, they're almost like little bottom feeders, like little, almost like river catfish or something. Oh, still right in front of them though. Alright, well, we've got number 1 done. We're going to throw right basically under this tree if we can, as best as we can at least. So we can get something to look at. I think we're all backwards. Yep, so, alright, let's keep fishing, y'all. Alright, I'll come back to this in a minute. Alright, you guys, we're doing okay so far. We only got the 1 so far. We're getting trailed by quite a few. We're seeing some decent fish too. So right here, this whole pool, we stay right here. Then we got some there. I sit right down in this little depth right here. It'd be nice to throw here for a couple minutes, I think. Ooh, I had one trail me right at the end there. They keep getting me right at the end when I'm pulling it out. It's annoying. So we're gonna move up slowly and quietly. Right along here. Trying to feel where there's this water line. There's a little bit difference in color. I'm getting trailed by a couple. I think they're almost too small for the lure. So let's keep moving up here. Over here into the shade line a bit. I feel like something to be hiding that. See what we got. Alrighty. There's a little guy. Got one.
No, he came off. Aw, that little guy right there. He came right off at the end. You're kidding me. That's okay. I'm going to count him. He counts. We had him, except for he just kind of popped off when I pulled him out of water. So there's 2 on the day. So right back in here so we can get one to bite again. Right in here. Move along a bit. Work over into the shade line probably. Work from the shade back out into the sun. There it is, plenty warm. Water feels excellent. I'll tell y'all what, this water feels so good today. 110% recommend wet wading. Guys, we're down on that rooster tail for a bit. We got a nice little green pumpkin Ned rig here that we're going to toss around for some smallies in here. Plenty of little smallies hopping around in here that I think should be able to get just fine right here. And it's plenty warm today too, you guys. I'll tell you what. Right, some looking right here already. I had a couple. These guys looking at me. I don't think though. Not that out here in some of this deeper water. Just kind of let it. Almost hopping it too far. Do a bunch of little smaller hops. Looking for all these smallmouth though. All these smallmouth are kind of hidden on me right now. I don't quite see them out here. So we're gonna work up just a bit with this. You guys wouldn't believe the amount of little smallmouth right here. There's 40 of them looking at me. It's crazy, bro. They're obsessed with this Ned rig. They just don't know what to do with it. Same size as them, I think it's the only problem. This is so funny. I've got like tons of them sitting over here. I'm just hopping this Ned rig. Alright. This is so funny. I'm just jumping it around them this whole time. That was hilarious. Alright guys, we spent about 15 minutes on the Ned rig. Didn't get much out of it other than some fish playing around with it. So we got a little underspin jig head grub right here, I think. Downsized enough that we gotta get something out of it. So we'll see what we can get to chase this thing down and take a look at it. Already getting some lookers at it, so see what we can't figure out here, y'all. Hopefully we get a couple fish on here because got one nice and early, and since then it's kind of slowed down a bit. So I'd like to get a couple fish on here. Getting swiped at a little bit. I'm getting nudged a lot right here. There's all these little bluegill taking at it. Wish I had a little trailer treble hook right there. It'd be nice. Couldn't think of the word treble. Almost said trident, but that wouldn't have been right. So, I'm not gonna spend too much more time in this little pool. I think we're gonna get ready to move on to the next one. Well, I've seen some good fish up ahead from walking past it up top. So I think we're gonna work that direction now. Fish. There's a fish. Haha. There he is. There's a nice little guy. Look at him, y'all. Oh, and popped me right off. Excellent. There we go. I was the first cast after I just said what I had said. That's so funny. First cast right here. That's nice. We just moved up just a hair. Just got one right there, so I'll take it. There's fish numero trace for the day. I'll take that. He just done unhooked himself for me. I didn't have to do any work on him. Bro just unhooked himself. Trying to get over here across. And get it down into this depth. So, alright, let's keep rolling. Good bro. Good bro. Dude, there's some very nice fish right here, you guys. There are some amazing, like 12, 13, 14 inch smallies in here. I just can't seem to get one to look at it right now. I don't know, it doesn't seem like anything I'm throwing is working at the moment, which is what's frustrating. So we're in the spot that I wanted to be. I've been wanting to come to this spot for about a year. I'd finally worked up a way to get to it. And I see the fish. So I just gotta convince him to bite our lure and catch him, I guess. Alright, let's go up here, look up shallow and around just to not spook these fish. Here's when I actually get up onto the bank to fish this area, I think. Because we're gonna have some nice ones back in here that we're gonna be able to pull in if we do this right. Where I see some, holy bro, oh my god, there's some nice carp right here. There's some wonderful carp right here, bro. Oh my gosh, look at that carp. Where I say beautiful carp. Bro, I don't know if you guys can see that. Bro, there's a humongous carp right in front of me. That's awesome, bro. I didn't know there'd be carp that big in this area. That's insane, bro. I didn't think there'd be carp like that in here. That's nuts to me. Bro, that's crazy, bro. That's probably a 5 or 6 pound carp right in front of me, bro. That thing is huge. And it's hiding under this tree. Oh my god. Dude, that is, whoa. Oh my, bro. That's awesome, dude. If I come back, here's some corn at some point, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. There's one. There's
2. I think I've seen at least 3 so far, bro. These humongous carp in here. Bro, they're just sitting underneath this tree, bro. That's awesome. Right, sink. I'm gonna work it back. I know we're not gonna get carp on this road, but I'd love to get some of these smallies I've been seeing here. I've been seeing some nice smallies. Bro, that one came right to the surface after me. There's some nice fish in here along this tree. Not down to here. Dude, bro, look at that carp though, bro. That's a beautiful carp. But I really hope this is showing on camera, bro, because I mean there is a couple just magnificent carp that are right in here, bro. Right along this tree. I mean, there he is, bro. Right out there. That thing is humongous. God, I wish you guys could see these carp, bro. There's so many, bro. There's so many of them, dude, bro. There's so many carp in here, bro. Oh my God, I'm coming back here and carp fishing. I mean, that's insane, bro. Bro, I'm definitely coming back here to carp fish at some point, bro. Cause there's some nice ones here, bro. Dude. Oh my goodness. Absolute insanity of some carp in here. Bro, dude, if one of them bit into this, I'd be toast, bro. There's no way I have the rod or the line to fight one of these fish, dude. This is nuts. Dude. Ow, fucker. That hurt. What the fuck, dude? Dude, that's absolutely wild, bro. Bro, wow, how big those carp were. Oh, I got a fish on. I didn't realize I had a fish, bro. That's funny, bro. He barely hit me, bro. Hey, we got a nice little guy. Hey, got our first rock bass of the day, I think. Is that a rock bass or a small? Yeah, you guys can settle down with me, let you know. That is our first smallmouth of the day. There we go. There's a nice smallie. Bro, it's fired up about something, bro. If you chill out, dude, I'll get you unhooked. Bro, I'm gonna. Alright, bro. Chill out, brother. I mean, he's barely hooked, bro. I barely got this little fish hooked. Oh, oh crap. Bro, chill out, dude. Bro, if this fish would just chill out, I'll get him put back. Alright, Trace. I'm gonna get this fish picked up. I'm gonna get a picture of it, and then I'll be back on the video in a second. Alright, Trace. Got a nice little smallmouth here. A couple pictures of him done for our thumbnail. Let's walk him back in and let him swim off, and off goes our little smallmouth. So only one problem is our camera's starting to overheat just a smidge, so we're gonna have to watch that because it is scorcher today and we really don't want to destroy the camera. So still along here for a little bit longer. Then I think we'll probably work up into some shade. There's a fish. Oh, I had him, bro. He came off. No, that's so sad. He came right off. That's crazy. I can't believe he came off, bro. Alright, let's go right back into this. Dude, that smallmouth hit so soft, bro. I didn't even know he hit me, bro. That's what's crazy. Because he hit and just swam right at me, so I had no clue he was even on. Bro, that's insane. Bro, I know I'm doing tomorrow, guys, but I'm going carp fishing here, bro. Bro, that's insane, bro. I can't believe I found a carp spot like that. That's nuts, you guys. Alright, I'm gonna let this camera cool off a bit. A golf ball. 100% golf ball right there, bro. That's crazy what that is. Let's see. Okay, what kind of golf ball is this, huh? Got us a TaylorMade burner. All right, we're gonna put that in the pocket. We're not gonna keep it. We're gonna get out of the water at least. We don't want any litter in this water if we can keep it. Try and keep it fresh. Ooh, I just saw some nice ones back in here. Right, I saw a couple nice ones in the shadows back here. We're gonna throw in too. How did I go right into the grass? But somehow I always get pulled directly into the floating grass. That's just horrendous, bro. I don't get that. Yeah, we've got all sorts of grass on us, so. Finally some shade though. Man, it is scorching hot today, huh? Fish. No! Furry came off again. Bro, what? Why does that keep happening to me? You get one, they'll jump right off, bro. I'm getting them quick, too, but I'm laying on the hammer. Bro, no, bro. That's crazy, though. There's just those little bluegill, bro. It's a little bluegill or some sort of sunfish, just a little panfish. Just some sort just coming in, just swiping at it and not staying on. Ugh. They're kind of hitting it when you're really cranking it across. I mean, you really have to be, when this thing's flying is when they seem to, little panfish seem to love it, so. Try and get started. Unfortunate feeling. I don't like feeling things rub against my knee while I'm in the water. I don't know what it is. But yeah, let's keep working our way up, I guess, just a little bit further. Not going to go too much further. We'll probably work our way back. So we're probably almost as far as we're going to go for today. We're probably a good mile upstream from where we started. So we got a good, hour back, I would say. So yeah, we're up pretty good, but that's okay. It's the fun of it. That's the adventure. So these little rooster tails seem to be what works the best here. It doesn't seem like much else works. So there's something else down here in the water. See if I can get it out. There's all sorts of stuff in this water. So I'm gonna work up just a hair further, and then we'll probably turn around and start working backwards, I guess. There's one. Got one. I got that little guy. Let's go, bro. Got the little sunfish finally. This little guy. It's a little panfish. He looks just like a little bluey or something. Oh, look at that little guy. All right, you guys, let's get him. Go here. Grab a hold on his mouth. Get my hook out.
And there's our little fish, you guys. It's a nice little fish, little panfish. Our little buddy. There he goes. He's back off and into the drink. There we go. There's another little guy. It's not bad. So I think that's 5 on the day, I want to say. It's our 5th one that we've actually caught on the day, so I'll take that. Haven't found a rock bass yet. We've found the smallies, bluegill, carp, and then some sort of bottom feeder that swims through. I can't quite figure out what it is. It's not a catfish. It's the odd part. It doesn't look catfish. It's got it's striped. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a species expert. Came here to learn about every species. Sorry, man, wrong spot. So I'm gonna throw a bit under this tree. I think this tree's gonna hold us something real good. Yeah, something to chase out of there. See if we can get some to pursue. So I'm gonna get a different angle on this tree and work into it. There's one. There's a good one. Oh, yeah. That's a nice one, guys. That's a very nice fish. Holy cow, look at the coloring on that. Beautiful fish. Oh, my goodness. All right. Oh, man, guys. This fish is gorgeous. All right, we're going to try and see if we can't get him unhooked while hanging on to him here. Problem with these little tiny... Okay. Give me this. Okay. Alright, guys, we're just going to take a quick look here. Beautiful coloring on this fish. Absolutely gorgeous fish. Very nice size, and then we're just going to put him back. There's not much way to unhook him right there, and he's got 2 hooks in him without dropping him in. So we're just going to let him go back free. But we got to enjoy that beautiful fish. That was a very nice little fish right there. He was chasing it. I was popping it a little bit. Probably just killed it and then set the hook, and he just happened to be on it. It worked. So I will take, that was a beautiful, beautiful fish right there. Beautiful, nice colors. Very blessed to be catching fish that look that pretty out here, because you never know what you're going to find in these waters. Carp in there, bro. There's one. There's another fish. There's another nice fish. It's just like the last one. Very similar coloring. Let's see if we can get him pulled out by hand or not. We should be able to. Yeah, he's only hooked with 1 hook, so let's try and get him. Yeah, bro, quit trying to swim away. I'll get you. Stick that in his mouth. Pull that out of his mouth. There we go. Beautiful little fish again. Look at that coloring on him. I mean, absolutely gorgeous fish right here, guys. Look at that yellow and orange and blue coloring. Beautiful, beautiful little fish. And he's back and off into the waters. Another beautiful fish right there. There's some nice little fish down this little crevice, it looks like. Seems like you just got to get it in, let it get deep. Do a couple pops, get the blade started, and just kind of reel it along, and they're just kind of smoking it right now, which is nice. It's fish number 8, 7, or 8, I want to say, on the day. Had a couple good ones so far, so it'd be nice to get a decent rock bass again. Had some nice sized panfish, maybe a decent smallie would be good. That first one was an awful small. smallmouth, so maybe something bigger. It'd be nice if we hook into one of those carp later. So we shall see. Oh, all right, you guys, we're gonna work through these rapids real quick. Work up right over to here. That's our last little spot. Right up here. Then we're gonna turn around and work our way back. We're about as far as we want to go today. We're pretty far upstream. Good news is we're working down current the rest of the time. So work this little tube right here. I'm actually gonna go up to right before these rapids, where I see these ducks at. And that's where I want to work. And right where these rapids start up, and that'll be it for us today. So, splatter our way up to the front. Ooh, there's some rock there, but there's not much of a path. We're just gonna stay out here in the water. Ooh, there's a nice smallie see if we throw into here real quick. I had something biting on me. Oh, it was just grass. Sure felt like I was getting nibbled though too, which was funny. So we're gonna work all the way up here, around, right before these rapids start, right where it pulls up real deep. And that's where I think we're gonna find us a couple little fish. Let's see what we got up here. I'm gonna take a look quietly, look for any sort of movement, sort of swimming. See if there's any movement whatsoever along here and where it might be. A lot of minnows over on this side. I don't see much out there, so let's just kind of do one of those and just I'm gonna bring it across. Okay, a little too shallow there still. Let's go find a spot where it gets a little bit deeper than that. I'm gonna work up. This is kind of inside my thoughts of what I'm thinking while I'm out here. Is looking for spots where you would find a high concentration of fish due to a high concentration of easily accessible bait. And that right there is a magic formula for catching fish. So it's not right out there. See a couple swimming along through here. We got nudged. Got it smoked right there, but he didn't take it. He just hit the crap out of it with his forehead. So we're gonna go right back up here. We're just kind of burning it, not giving them much time to look at it. There's one. Ooh, red one looking right at it. All right, I'm gonna go right back for him. All right, so right up here. I'm getting them to peek at it, which is good. They're pursuing it real hard, which is what we want. So, swim along, get one to chase. I picked up too much grass. Okay, well, I'm gonna fish probably 10 or 15 minutes up here, and then we're gonna turn around. Right down in here. You guys, I think that is as far as we're going to go up today. You guys, we start doing a little backwards walking here. We're going to start working back towards the car, throwing as we go, going down all these rapids. Oh, we're hooked up on grass anyway, so we're just going to throw as we go, and Probably go up here and stop by those carp again, get a good look at them and make some planning. Cause I think tomorrow that's gonna be my plan. Is we're gonna come out here, we're gonna trek up, we're gonna hit those carp up real good and see what we can't figure out. Cause I'd like to pull some of them out of here tomorrow. So let's start working our way back. Got a little guy on. Oh, I had some little thing on. That's funny. I had some little tiny thing just barely hanging on to it when he popped off. He was miniature. That's funny. Yep. Let's go back. I'm gonna go work towards looking at these carp again. I'm really gonna get a good look and just see what I can't figure out about these carp. Probably gonna call my buddy too. See, my buddy's more of a carp fisherman than I am. See what he would know about this. Because I'd love to pull one of them over. That'd be a nice fish out of this creek. That'd be fantastic. I'd love that. Probably almost want to. I'd almost bring out some of my casting gear. I think for instead of my spinning gear, because I don't know if my my 7-foot medium fast spinning combo will be hefty enough. If I would need to bring something with I've got a nice 7.3 heavy fast combo you guys have seen on the channel already, I think, that I would love to, I think would, it's got 20-pound mono on it, I think would do the trick. We'll see. Something just nudged me again. Oh, clouds are, someone behind the clouds, got some wind, it feels amazing. It is brutal hot out here today, so I'm going to keep working on it. Alright guys, we're going to fish right in this little area where all these carp are. Not going for carp, just going to see if there's any little smallies hanging down here along with these carp. Any bluegill, anything that just kind of hangs out with these fish. And pull something out maybe. We got a little stuff trailing it, so that's a good sign so far. So we're getting trailed. But I'm definitely going to come back here tomorrow to carp fish. I mean, tomorrow or a couple other days this week, I think. Gotta get up over that tree. We don't want to get wrapped around that tree right now. It's the big thing. Get another cast in here. Bro, there's no one of those carp, bro. Those things are just massive, bro. Right? I mean, those carp are just absolutely beautiful down in this water. So. Ooh, there's some smallies right over there. Oh, and he fell off. He did a backflip, bro. That's so funny, bro. All right, let's see if we can get another one. I saw a little guy right there. Let's see if we can get another one right here. Yeah, all sorts of little smallies sitting, looking right at it. Okay, we got a trillion of them in here again. Oh man. There's a bunch of little tiny fish sitting down in here that I know are just hungry for a snack. There's one. Got another one? Oh, he came right off. Oh, man. That's just sad. He came right off. I threw right back to where he was. Right back way under this tree. We're in this shade line. There's one. Oh, he came off again. They keep coming off. That's insane that these guys just keep coming right off. Right as I pull them out. I don't think they're biting very hard. I think I'm actually getting the hook in them. I guess they're just biting onto the hook, but not the actual actually getting hooked. Fish this spot for a bit longer, so I think see if we can't pull something out of here. Alright, you guys, we're just about done for the day. We're gonna tie on. We got one last lure tie on this little jig-headed grub that I just threw right into the tree. Got it out. There we go. Variety. Let's not do that again. Or we'll do it again. Wow. Alright, we're definitely just gonna... Wow, that was impressively sad, and I wrapped myself up on my own line. That is... Wow, guys. I'm very sorry that you guys are having to witness this level of poor fishing right now, because this is just absurd. What I just did. You're kidding me. There we go. All right, we got the knot undone. I'm just trying to figure out the weight of this lure, I guess. It's a lot lighter than that last one I was throwing, so it's trying to keep it down. There's a little smallie. Not really little. I wouldn't quite call him little, but there's a smallie right over here. I'd love to catch, bro. He is right here in front of me. Actually, pretty good sized smallmouth. Right, guys, attention. Bro, he's looking at it. Alright, you guys, I've got this one looking at it. Let's see if we can't get him to bite. I want this one. It's a decent size. Right, I'm very confused. He chased it sometimes, other times he doesn't. Let's throw right back here in front. I don't know, you guys. This one is very interesting. I'm trying to tell if he likes fast or slow. That's one I haven't figured out. So I'm gonna throw one more back into the shadow over here, and then we're gonna move on from this area because it is enormously hot today. There's one. There's one right there. Just one nice little hand. Ooh, actually that's a rock bass, guys. There's a little rock bass for us. A little tiny one, but we got our rock bass today. Oh, and there he goes. Alrighty. Oh, we got us a rock bass. Let's go ahead and work down through these rapids, and we'll move on to the next spot. But all right, I think 4 species nowadays: bluegill, some other type of reddy or something, rock bass, and smallmouth. So there's 4 nice species today, and then hopefully tomorrow adds on a carp. All right, you guys, we're gonna take just a couple more casts through here. Some of these little fish. I think we're gonna about call it a day. We've trekked quite a bit up and down this creek today. Caught some cool fish. Figured out a good spot for some carp, which I'm very excited for. So hopefully be on the lookout for a video on that, because hopefully I can put a video out about catching a couple of them. So that'll always be the goal. I think next time we have to work in that direction, though. We'll come down here instead of going left and up, which I'm glad I did, because I found out about those carp. We're going to come out here and go right a bit. This is a nice little pool to swim, too. I'd almost be curious if there's carp in this little pod, too, honestly, just because of how deep it is right here, if there's any carp in this. So, all right, you guys, we're gonna do one more nice cast here, right out into the middle, and then I think we're gonna book it out of here and head for the home. All right, you guys, that seems to be it for the day. I think that is going to conclude our video. All right, you guys, that is pretty much going to conclude today's video. Beautiful day out here in the creek. Had a ton of fun fishing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video as well. As always, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, ring that notification bell, as it is the easiest way for you guys to continue to support my channel. Check out my podcast. We got an awesome podcast. It's called the Tight Lines Podcast. Be sure to give that a listen as well. Cool tips and tricks and other fishing stuff on there for you guys to check out. So give that a listen. But yeah, on that note, I think that's going to pretty much do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all next time.